Good afternoon, our fellow Forex power play traders. I hope you've all had a good day in the markets. We certainly have. We've had a few emails from some of you telling us about your successes, which is really nice to see and really nice to hear from you all. And long may it continue. What we're going to do in this video is always we're going to look over the charts, talk about the trades that we took today. I'm also going to show you one or two charts which would have made you money, but we didn't take the trades, and I'm going to explain to you exactly why we didn't take the trades. All in a bid to really get you up to speed with the system and really get you making money. So the first trade that we took today is the euro dollar. The euro dollar is this chart over here. Now, as you can see, what we've got is we've kind of got a bit of a mini consolidation. Obviously, yesterday there wasn't a hell of a lot of movement there. So the market's been going sideways for quite a bit. Now, what we've done is we've bracketed this range. All right, so we've got this high over here. And why this high? Because this basically sort of encapsulates all of these areas over here. So we've got an assortment of different layers at this particular level here, the 13423 or 24 level. Obviously, we were looking to go short today because the power play indicator was signaling red to say go short. So that's where we placed our stop above this level here. Then on the short side, we had two options. First of all, we could have looked to enter at this point over here on this candle that just sort of breaks down for a little bit and then pulls back up. But we didn't choose to enter at that candle there. Reason being is that just 2 pips below that, or just a few pips below there, you can see that we've got another low, which sort of encapsulates all of this price action over here. It doesn't take care of this one, but this is an extreme, and we weren't about to wait for the market to break all the way down there, which is like an extra 6 or 7 pips to get into the markets. 1 or 2 pips is okay. So you can see here that's 13415, and our entry is actually down there at 13413. So you're looking at 2 pips there, and by waiting for those 2 pips, ultimately you ensure that you're breaking all of the lows. Okay, so yes, you aren't going to get in as early as you could, but you're ensuring that you're going to break this low over here, which could potentially cause you some issues. As I said, we weren't about to wait for this one over here because that's another 5 or 6 pips, and by the time we've waited for that, it's then sort of 8 or 10 pips beyond where we wanted to be. And as we explained in the webinar at the weekend, that would then make our stop a lot bigger, and then our profit target would have to be a lot bigger as well. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, we would have obviously made that even if we had entered at this level here. But at the time of trading, when we entered this, it all happened pretty quickly. And the indicator kind of went red at about the time it broke through this level. So literally within 5 minutes of the indicator going red, you then had the entry to go short here, and that's at 8:40 in the morning. Stops above the high there at 13425, as I said. And then depending on whether you're making 1.5 to 1 or 2 to 1, you basically get paid very quickly, regardless of what you're actually looking for on this trade. But obviously, as we said and as we recommended at the weekend, you should be going for 1.5 to 1s to start with, because that's ultimately going to build your confidence in the system. And when you have confidence in the system, then you're more likely to trade it correctly. Okay? So that's that for the euro dollar. The other trade that set up at pretty much the same time was a dollar franc. Now, we didn't get involved in this trade here because we were already in the euro dollar, and the euro dollar and the dollar franc are sort of inversely correlated. So they tend to move in exactly the opposite directions. So as you can see, the euro dollar went short there. The dollar franc consolidation and then went long at the same time. And that's very much to do with the fact that the euro, the Swiss franc have pegged themselves, against the euro. So they are going to kind of move, they're going to be inversely correlated, as you can see here. But nevertheless, it's a very similar setup to the euro dollar. You can see you've got a little bit of a range here, which we bracketed. All right, so you bracket this range here. You look to buy through the highs up at that point over there, so 9069. You'll have your stop below the low there at 9063, and then you're going for either your 1.5 to 1, which is around that level there. Sorry, just a little bit lower than that. Oops, just around here, or your 2 to 1, a little bit further up around this level over here. As you can see, The market reaches both of them very, very easily. We personally weren't in this one, but I know a few of you were. And a few of you actually took both of the trades. So you took the euro dollar and the dollar franc, which is fine. It's great that you've taken it and you've made money, and we're really pleased about that. But just keep in mind the fact that the euro dollar and the dollar franc are inversely correlated. So a lot of the times you're going to get moves in both of those pairs at exactly the same time. And by taking both of them, you're just kind of, you're adding additional risk that you don't need to take. All right. One of the ones that we didn't take today, but also gave us an opportunity, was this one over here on the New Zealand dollar. So the New Zealand dollar broke through all of the lows here, broke below the power line before pulling back and then giving us the opportunity to go short through this level over here at 1:10 this afternoon. Now, we didn't take this one. It's okay as a secondary entry, but as we've recommended to you all initially, kind of look at the primary entries, which is the ones where it comes from behind the power line and then breaks a level. Unfortunately, when it broke this level here, the indicator wasn't on, so we couldn't look to take that short anyway. But as I said, the market breaks through this level, it then starts to go red, it then starts to pull back a little bit, and then you get your opportunity to sell through that level there. Now, as you can see, it's a perfectly good trade, it's a valid trade, and you would have made money on this trade. The only thing that we're saying is that in the initial stages, whilst you're sort of getting to grips with the system, try to stick to the core entries, which are the ones that we talked about on the webinar on Saturday. If you haven't seen it, the video's up there under the recording, so please go and take a look. And then once you get a little bit more experience with the system, then you can move on to these sorts of trades, which, as you can see, they are profitable, they will make you money, but the strike rate just won't be as high. So as opposed to getting a 70-80% strike rate, you have to get used to sort of like a 60-70% strike rate with these setups over here. Okay, so that wraps it up for today. They're the two main pairs that we were looking at, that we took the trade on the euro dollar. The dollar franc also set up. We would have taken that one if we weren't in the euro dollar. And then obviously looking at this New Zealand dollar over here, which did make money, but personally we didn't take this for the reasons that we gave just a few moments ago. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all found value in this. We've been getting a lot of feedback from all of you that have had this for a little while now, and you're all getting really good results, which is really, really nice to hear. So thank you very much for that. Keep those emails coming in. It's nice to hear that you're all doing so well. And yeah, let's long may the profits continue, and I look forward to speaking to you all on the next daily update. Take care now, and thanks for watching.